What is up, YouTube? THATSA here, bringing you guys another episode of An Twinget. We are finishing up the use of the Weavile team, and I'm finally going to show you guys some of the other mons in this team. This is actually a Mega Altaria team. It's going to be Weavile, Mega Altaria, Landorus, and Rotom going up against Mega Lopunny, Zapdos, Tapu Bulu, and Azumarill. And in today's video, we're going to be highlighting Rotom Heat. In the last video, you saw me use Ally Switch and a couple other niche support moves. Well, this video is going to take it to the next level. Rotom actually is super good this format. If you haven't used any Rotom forms, hopefully this video changed your mind. And I'm going to redirect you guys to the question of the day. What is your favorite Rotom form in VGC 2018 or in general? What do you guys like about its movesets? What do you guys like about its typing, offensive, defensive, its aesthetics, or just the way it looks? Let me know in the comments below what your favorite Rotom form is and why. And today we're going to be talking about my favorite Rotom form. It's definitely going to be Rotom Heat. I've used this thing for years. I think it has so many unique sets. And this set in particular is going to be an Electro Web set with Ally Switch. Oh my gosh, there's so much support shenanigans can actually come out of the set, but I think it's actually really cool, and we're just gonna hop right into it, get into the games, and lead with Weavile Altaria. And I've actually been meaning to use Mega Altaria for a while. Remember, Mega Altaria gets Pixelate, which is it makes it similar to Mega Gardevoir, but I just think it's just not as good. But then if you think about it, Mega Altaria also gets Tailwind, and that's something that Mega Gardevoir doesn't get, so it's a little bit different from Mega Gardevoir, but in my opinion they have very similar playstyles because it's just an AoE user that happens to get Pixelate. So we're gonna see Lopunny and Zapdos lead up against Weavile and Altaria, and right away here I'm like, okay, I'm behind. This is not good for me because Mega Lopunny has a higher base speed clearing than Weavile, and Zapdos, it's not really better than Lopunny. Sorry, Zapdos isn't better than Mega Altaria, but this is my Mega, and it's not even that much better than your Zapdos. Because Zapdos has a higher base speed than what this Altaria set has, because this is a really bulky Altaria set. So what we're going to do is we're going to still play from behind for the start of this game, and we're going to go Mega Altaria after he Mega Evolves into his Lopunny. And remember, we actually get grounded. We lose our flying typing, which is I think actually pretty good, so it makes it so we're going to take not very effective damage from Thunderbolts if you wanted to use it, and he goes for a pretty big fake out. We're just going to be trading fake outs here, and what this is going to confirm, this is going to confirm that his Lopunny is actually faster than my Weavile, which kind of sucks, but I think I'm going to be okay, and we're going to see him go for a low kick on turn 2 for my Weavile. I actually was just going to stay with Weavile, because I'm like, well, I want to make him force a high jump kick, and worst case scenario, we just trade Tailwinds. So the worst case scenario actually happened. I just lost my Weavile, and now we're trading Tailwinds, and this is really bad. So I'm behind him on, and I'm using a slower Tailwind setter. So this is where we're actually just gonna have to play out of our minds to come back into this game. We need something, some miracle to come back, I think, because he has speed control, and I'm a Mon down right now. So we have Landorus out here, and we're just going to completely bait him here. He's going to withdraw the Lopunny because he doesn't want to eat the Hyper Voice in the face. He's going to come with the Bulu, which is probably a pretty good play, I would say. And Bulu again going to activate Grassy Surge. This also makes it so I guess my Earthquakes wouldn't be as strong, right? Not like I'm going for Earthquake anyways. But it's also going to activate his Zapdos' Grassy Seeds. That's the thing that I completely forgot. So he's totally beating me up, and we're going to U-turn into his Zapdos. Sorry, into his Lopunny slot. I'm so sorry. So we're going to U-turn into the Bulu slot and come in with Rotom, because you know that Zapdos, you know it has HP Ice, and of course he's going for the HP Ice. Of course he's going for the HP Ice on Lando. I have to preserve all the Pokemon that I have, and now, you look at it, I'm not even actually in a terrible spot, because that Zapdos isn't that great. We just did a ton of damage with our Hyper Voice, and then Rotom can check pretty much either of those mons at this point in the game. So he's going to go Roost with his Zapdos. That kind of sucks, but if the Zapdos is roosting, it's not hitting me in the face. And I don't think I overheat this turn. I think I actually go for it, yeah. So I go for the Electro Web here. So Electro Web, remember, it's going to be like an electric icy wind. It's going to lower their speed, and now I have the speed control with my Altaria actually needed to get over these guys. So the Zapdos that was trying to roost stall me now I'm just going to be faster than him, because he's going to take this Hyper Voice, and then he's just going to take another one. And since we were faster than the Bulu, we got that KO for free. So pretty good stuff. You know, I'm assuming he's going to bring Lopunny, and I don't really remember off the top of my head. But yeah, there's the Lopunny. But you know, Electro Web's definitely going to make it so me being faster than that Zapdos is going to be so good for the rest of the game. So we're going to protect with Altaria. I don't want to eat any more of that fake out damage. That did so much damage before. And he's going to go for the fake out, and he fake outs the Altaria because that's obviously the target you're going to be fake outing. We go for a second Electro Web. Now, the reason we're going for a second Electro Web is because I want to be faster than the Lopunny as well. So we're going to drop the Lopunny speed. We're almost going to KO the Zapdos. And Zapdos can go for the Hidden Power Ice all he wants, but remember, we totally protect baited him there. So it shows that Lopunny is still a little bit faster. Even after a -1 speed, he's still faster than me. We're going to peter out both of our Tailwinds. But let's see if I make the right play. The right play here is actually the Tailwind and Electro Web again. I'm just saying, that's technically the correct play. I didn't do it. I didn't want to miss Electro Web, because Electro would have made the Lopunny slower and KO'd the Zapdos. So Volt Switch is just a little bit optimistic, but it's going to let me bring in my Landorus just because Landorus is pretty good. So Landorus comes back in. This is technically still about the same thing. I should still be Tailwinding though if I'm not. Now let's see if I do it. I know I should. Let's just watch it. We just go for Hyper Voice. That's greedy. Didn't need to, but you know what? I'm not mad about that. I'm okay with this. This is okay. We still got a double KO. I still would have much rather went for the Electro Web because I would have got a free Tailwind out of it. But it's not like I need it. It's not like I need it. Switching in the Landorus still totally works. I still have that field position, but it's not like I have the Intimidate anymore. Like I don't have the Intimidate from saving my Landorus in the back. But still, Landorus, Altaria, amazing against Azumarill. We're going to go for a Rock Slide. Remember, we can't really Earthquake because Altaria isn't a flying type anymore. It's actually grounded. It loses its flying typing for Fairy typing. But it's okay. We got a couple AoE moves that are single target into the Azumarill. He didn't even get a chance. I don't even think he like procced his berry. So we're going to take out the Azumarill and we are going to win the game. And I want to say, the reason we won that game, definitely Rotom. Definitely Rotom. Rotom came in, it completely like it was such good typing with the Landorus. Like it baited the Zapdos into wasting a couple of its turns attacking that slot. And then we came in and got the completely unseen Electro Web and just did a ton of damage. Like I was really surprised at how much damage Electro Web was doing. People forget that it's like a stabbed 55 base move. That's not terrible. It's better. It's almost as strong as Hidden Power. You know what I mean? It's almost as strong as Hidden Power. So pretty big damage from Rotom, and people just didn't really expect it. And I think this Fire Electric Rotom goes really well with the whole other dynamics of the team. Like with the Landorus, sure they both are weak to like water, but the things that like Rotom is weak against, like Landorus can come in and vice versa. They switch in with each other very well. Like you saw Rotom switch on the HB Ice, and then like what are Rotom's weaknesses? Like rock, water. Well, Landorus can switch in and intimidate anything that's using Rock Slide, take neutral damage, but that's fine. So I think those two cover each other very well. We're going to hop into game 2 here, and we're going to showcase the last Mon in this team. It's actually a pretty standard Mon. So here we go. We're going to see Weavile, Rotom, Altaria, and Kartana leading off against Lele, Melodic, Incineroar, and Amoonguss. I think this is a pretty fast game, and this one is also just another one that totally showcases the usefulness of the Darkium Z Weavile, but it also showcases Rotom a good bit. I felt the first game was definitely the game that showcased off like Rotom. Like, if you remember from the last video I showed you guys, Rotom also has like Ally Switch, which is such a cool move. Like, I think Rotom, by the time like regionals come around, the next like set of regionals, or maybe going to nationals, more people are definitely going to start using Rotom. I think most teams that are using Koko are probably going to slowly switch those Kokos out for Rotom as the meta gets like bulkier and slower. But that's just my opinion. I just think Rotom does what Koko does a little bit better, and also has like a cool like Hydro Pump, Overheat, Leaf Storm, Blizzard mechanic that can go with it. So we're going to see Lele start things off, Lele Melodic, and we're going to give this guy the big damage. So we're going to go for the big Darkium Z Weavile, and I'm so happy that Lele was not, yeah, I'm so happy that Lele wasn't Scarf. Like, I was thinking, like, is he really going to lead Scarf Lele against me? So, like, this was definitely a little bit of a gamble here, because I didn't want to just lead Weavile here and just eat a Moonblast from my Scarf Lele, but looks like he's not Scarfed, and since he's not Scarfed, you know he's about to be taking that big damage from my Black Hole Eclipse, and he's going to get a one-shotted. It's neutral damage on Lele, and we still got the one-shot. If that doesn't say that, like, Weavile, this item's the best Weavile item, I don't know what does. So, Rotom's going to be switching out. I do not want to eat any Scalds from that Milotic. We're going to come in with Altaria here. And remember, the main reason he led with the Milotic was because we had a Landorus in our team. So, Milotic's just pretty good against this team overall. He's going to go for a Scald on Altaria, and luckily for us, he does not get the burn. So pretty good stuff. It doesn't really matter if he got the burn because Altaria doesn't really care. But we're gonna see Incineroar come out here, and this is where I try and go for something kind of cheeky. Like, you know what I'm gonna do. I already talked about it at the start of this video. Like, I'm gonna be Mega Evolving. Remember, we lose our flying type and we become grounded. And I'm like, bruh, please try and fake out my Altaria. Like, I'd love it if you tried to fake out my Altaria. I don't think he does. I don't think he takes the bait here. But yeah, we're going to go for a Throat Chop on my Milotic just because we don't really have any other moves that are useful in this situation. He goes for a Recover, and that's definitely the correct play here. He's trying to wait me out, and I probably could have switched out my Weavile here, but I really wanted to pick up a kill on the Milotic, and I actually thought I was going to be faster than my Milotic. If you think about it, you think Altaria should be faster than that thing, but it's probably heavily invested in speed, and from what I can tell, I don't think it has a Super Fairy. It probably actually has an Adrenaline Orb with like a ton of speed to be able to like steamroll off of an Intimidate. So that's probably the set on that thing, and like I said, the only reason why we really didn't trade Weavile for Milotic was because Milotic was so much faster. But it's okay, because we have Kartana. Kartana's going to come in, Kartana's going to make everything better, and we're totally just going to ignore the Milotic. Like, he's thinking, oh man, I don't want to eat a Leaf Blade, and I'm like, you're protecting the wrong Mon here. We're going to go for a big Sacred Sword, going to get the Beast boosted boys off that. It's going to be super effective on Incineroar's Dark typing, and we're going to get a big Beast boost. And do I Tailwind here? That'd be so BM. Now, I went for the Hyper Voice just in case that didn't KO the Incineroar, because most Incineroars are really bulky, but it's at this point that he's going to send his Amoonguss out. And remember, guys, Rage Powder doesn't redirect Grass types, and Kartana's a Grass type, so there's nothing really protecting him from being able to go for, from stopping me to go for just a huge Leaf Blade right up into that Milotic slot. So that turn, I would have went for Leaf Blade, and I actually would have Heat Waved with the Altaria. That Altaria's last move is Heat Wave. I think it's like Protect, Tailwind, Hyper Voice, and Heat Wave. So pretty cool stuff. You know, Rotom didn't really do that much in the second game. Rotom really was the MVP of the first game, but you know, I only have so many games with this team. So I just want to say thank you guys for watching this video. As always, let me know your answer to the question of the day and any thoughts you might have had on this video in the comments below. The next team I'm going to be using, I don't know yet. If you guys have any QR teams, leave those in the comments below, and I'll give them a shot. I have no idea what team I'm using next. So, as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.